We're going to be taking a look at some video footage that was released about an incident that happened last year in November in the Palm Elementary School in Ohio. This is in the Lorain City School District area. And so what happened was basically there's this 9-year-old girl. She was eating her food and she didn't want to eat the waffles. And so she goes over to the trash can, she throws it away, and you can see that somebody's there. Literally, as she's throwing it away, grabs it out of the trash, wipes it down, instructs her to go get a paper towel, and makes her go sit down and makes her eat the food. While she's making her eat this food, the person that's there is the cafeteria monitor. She's the person that grabbed the thing back out of the trash, and she sits down with the student, and she literally sits next to the student and makes her eat the waffles like she's watching her and I guess allegedly intimidating her. And the principal was there and watched and saw the entire thing and I guess didn't have a problem. I like that the attorney, the family attorney, broke this down. And so what you have here, this is like the principal, and then you're going to see the cafeteria monitor as well. So the principal is watching this whole situation happen as well.
Wednesday, the Lorain City School District released surveillance video taken last November from the cafeteria of Palm Elementary School in Lorain. The school district blurred students' faces before releasing the footage. According to the family's lawsuit, the 9-year-old girl did not want to eat the waffles she had been given and threw them in the trash.
We see in the video this monitor, the named defendant, go ahead and grab.
This is her right here throwing away the trash. And then you see like I believe this is the principal.
The waffle out of the garbage, and she appears to instruct the student to go get a paper towel, go back to her seat.
With help from the district and the family's attorney, Fox 8 was able to highlight much of the incident.
So you can see her here. She was like wiping it down and stuff. What they were saying at first, like their, I guess, defense or something, they were saying that it was in an enclosed container. But still, this is just freaking odd. It also makes me think about all the things that are probably going on in school that us as parents have no idea, or we try to, but this is why you got to like be able to communicate with your children. Because I don't think even the parents had seen this until now. The mother trusted what her daughter was saying, but I couldn't even imagine how much of this stuff goes on all the time.
She places the waffle at the table, and then for a matter of minutes is talking with her, instructing her, as we know from the victim standpoint, that she needs to eat this waffle that was in the garbage. And the monitor goes as far as to sit right next to her, as is alleged in the complaint, and intimidate her into doing so.
During their
So you see right here, just to show you guys, cafeteria monitor right there, sitting right next to her. I can't stand that. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that. People that force their kids to eat food. I know us as growing up in some cultures and some Spanish people or even a bunch of different other, just old school parents. Clean the plate, eat everything. You have to eat everything, even if you're full. Clean the plate or you're going to get reprimanded. I can't stand people that do that. And this is just ridiculous.
Investigation. Lorain City School officials say the student threw away a packaged food item, and the employee removed it, wiped it off, gave it back to the girl who opened it and ate it. They condemned the actions.
It certainly solidifies this student's story. And, unfortunately, in our world and society today, had the video not been there, it might have just been a child's word against a teacher, an administrator.
Attorney Klebanow says watching the video was emotional for the little girl's family, even though they had already heard about the details.
Even though the mother knew that this occurred because she trusted her daughter, it doesn't make it any easier to watch it happen.
I thought it was kind of interesting. And the reason I even thought to bring it up is just because, well, we've covered other topics on the channel with schools. Occasionally, I like to kind of see what's going on, some of the craziness, things, teachers, all that kind of stuff. Also, a long time ago, years ago, I covered force feeding when I was, I'm still, only have one child, but when I was a first-time dad, and I was just learning about all these different things, and it just seemed like it's so wrong to like force. I'm not talking about if some child has some sort of condition or they're in the hospital and they're on a feeding tube, but just this whole thing, just as growing up, maybe you guys can comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on feeding kids, force feeding, and how you grew up. And like one of the articles states here, it's supposedly that it can lead to eating disorders like obesity, anorexia. You guys might remember that story too, where a child was forced to dig his own stuff out of the toilet. That happened in Arkansas. And so there's a lot of different various things that's happening in these schools that a lot of times, I'm sure majority of the things we have no idea. We don't know what's going on. The other day, my daughter, when I went to go pick her up, she told me about another girl that had thrown yogurt on her. And this was right when I went to go pick her up. And I was like, really? And she told me the name or whatever. And I was like, wow. So I was going to confront the teacher while I didn't have her, because I wanted to have that conversation without Maddie there, because I didn't want her to feel pressure or like she's in trouble or anything. But as I was walking out, I saw the little girl there. And the little girl, she got a little attitude. She's snippy. And I saw the lady, and I started talking to the lady, and she was like, oh, yeah, this is what happened. And she said supposedly it was a mistake, that the girl was, lashing out, and that accidentally the yogurt spilled. And so I've been monitoring that situation. Haven't had any other instances with that. And I spoke to the teacher the next day. So, that's that for now. But yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts. Did you experience this growing up? And this situation, would it bother you if it was your child? Maybe you think, oh, it's no big deal. I don't understand why these people felt the need to sit there and make her eat it. It's just, I don't know, what's the point in that? Like, for what? And yeah, take care of yourselves. Love you guys. Peace. Adios.